Hi, my name is Leighanne Jordan, and welcome back to my show. I'm super excited to introduce our second guest, Bree McWhorter. Bree, would you like to tell us about yourself?
Hi, I'm Bree. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm currently a graduate student in Bellarmine's virtual MBA program.
Bree, how did you decide to go into the MBA program?
So that's a great question. I didn't really know what I wanted to do after graduating. I was in communications and marketing, and I just knew I wanted to do more with my career and just learning. And so I literally decided to do Bellarmine's MBA program my last semester of college, probably the last month too. So it was a last minute decision.
So you've had 4 years under your belt at Bellarmine. What did you study?
So at first I did business, and literally the first day of my accounting class, I knew it was not for me. I had a mental breakdown in the bathroom. I started crying, and I literally left in the middle of the class. I was like, no, I'm going to go switch my major right now because this is not for me. So I switched my major to communications, and then I also decided to do marketing because I think I took an advertising class or public relations, and I was really into that. So, and I knew I wanted to do more than just communication. So, yeah.
That's great. What else were you involved in at Bellarmine?
So I also played on Bellarmine's field hockey team. I was the goalkeeper, and I did that all 4 years, and that's where me and Lee met. But then I also did Bellarmine AMA program, which is American Marketing Association, and that was new. That started, I think, my junior year, and so there weren't really a lot of members. It was really hard to start, but it was with Professor Chowders, and I would recommend doing that. It's still up and coming, but I know a lot of people have joined, but that was a really good experience too.
So you started that program.
Yeah, Professor Chowder started it, and then basically it was just 10 people that joined, so we all kind of became vice president of each different section. So I think I was VP of, what was I VP of? Fundraising. I was vice president of fundraising, but it's probably more organized now with more members. It was just kind of hard to start off with just 5 people.
What was the goal of that organization?
So AMA, it's a huge conference. A lot of universities have chapters, and then at the end of the year you actually go to this huge chapter event where you kind of showcase your chapter plan, everything you accomplished throughout the year, and then they also kind of give you an end of a year of assignment, and you present that there, and you can win chapter awards and everything.
That's great. Did AMA and all your other business opportunities you have kind of introduce you to, because I heard that you are involved with a lot of food accounts, and you have a couple of food accounts in Louisville, and you also are interested in starting a new business. Do you want to tell the audience about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I started a food account just because I really love eating, and when I was playing field hockey, obviously you're traveling a lot and trying a lot of different places, good and bad, and so I thought, why not start a food account to show all the places I eat in Louisville? And so I started that, and that's been a lot of fun. You guys should follow it.
What's the username?
Yeah, so on Instagram you can find us at Food in Louis, so FOODINLOUI. That's a lot of fun. I love doing that just for fun. And then this one kind of, I guess, company idea I have is a bread company, because I really like baking bread. I've been baking bread with my grandma since 2nd grade just for fun, and I thought I would call it just bread because it has Brie in it, BRE and then AD. So that's just kind of what I'm going with right now. It's a very early idea, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that because you are now part of the MBA program here at Bellarmine that influenced you to kind of have this side hustle?
I definitely think so, because I'm in this class right now. It's called Innovation, and it's just about obviously innovating, and just how do you come up with new ideas, or how do you better an existing idea? And obviously the bread idea is, I'm not bettering anything, but it kind of inspired me to like, you know, I should just kind of mess around with just some company ideas, especially, you know, if I have the time and the resources from class, like why not just mess around? I mean, it can't really hurt anything, you know.
Absolutely. What is your favorite bread that you've ever baked?
Ooh, okay. I would probably say like pumpkin chocolate chip, and then I like glazed it with some like maple syrup, like vanilla glaze.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Do you bake anything else, or do you cook anything else? You seem like quite the chef.
Yeah, so I actually really like cooking. Even though I have a food account and I like review food places, I would prefer to just kind of cook my own food. I don't know, it's like kind of relaxing. But yeah, I cook a lot of salmon. Like for lunch, I usually cook salmon, and I do that like in the air fryer. I do chicken. I like Indian. I love cooking Indian food. I love pasta. I don't know. I just like cooking food a lot, yeah.
You like food?
Yeah, I'm a foodie.
What would you recommend to anyone, like whether they're from Louisville or, you know, they just come in town and you have to recommend one restaurant? What would it be?
Oh, no. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, can I do like genres? Like for pizza.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for pizza, you have to go to Lupo Pizza.
Okay.
Best,
Where is that?
I think it's on Frankfurt, and it's near Waterfront Park. So it's Neapolitan pizza. It's like ready in 5 minutes. It's literally the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And then I would say kind of like for a fancy restaurant that kind of serves like steak, fish, chicken, I would do probably Repeal Steakhouse.
Okay.
Even though it's a steakhouse, they have other stuff.
This girl knows her food. That is awesome. So, do you think that Bellarmine has contributed to, like, all these other opportunities to start a business, to, you know, adventure, to try new foods in Louisville? Do you think that all has kind of worked out for you?
I would say so. Just because I'm from Louisville, I know the area, you know. I feel more comfortable going to, like, a school in the city that, like, I'm from. And I think just, like, having confidence in, like, the area and confidence in Bellarmine, I think that really helped.
That's awesome. Do you have any advice for, because school year just started and you're starting your first year of MBA, do you have any advice for students maybe considering the MBA program here at Bellarmine?
Yeah, so I would say I did not know I wanted to do the MBA program until like my last semester. So if you're unsure like what you want to do in school, that's totally normal. Like I'm a marketing specialist at El Toro, and I work with a bunch of older people that, you know, have already been to school. They've already kind of done the whole starting their career. And I think the biggest piece of advice I learned from them is everybody has like imposter syndrome, and, you know, you're allowed to change your career because you're always growing and learning. So I feel like just kind of going with the flow a little bit. Like I've always been super like structured, organized, but like just kind of letting off that a little bit and just realizing like everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to, just like not stress.
Yeah, and you seem to be able to handle all of that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really great to see. Do you want to talk about El Toro a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
And just the process of, you know, graduating and kind of figuring out what to do next in life. It's such a big decision.
Yeah, so I started working on El Toro. First, it was an internship, marketing internship, and I got that literally my last semester of college, like the last couple weeks, which was really nice because you obviously want something when you're getting out of college.
Right.
So having that internship was really nice. I had that internship for 6 months, and then I got offered a full-time position, I think in July, as marketing specialist, and obviously, which was like, I struck gold with that because everybody wants a full-time job when you get out of college.
Yeah.
And so I think having a full-time job really sparked my interest also starting doing the MBA program, because I realized like I can push my career so much further. I just need like the credentials, honestly. So, but yeah, I would just say like look for the internships all throughout college. And if you don't get something right out of college, it's super normal. Like I know a lot of my friends still don't really have a job or internship, or they still don't know what they want to do. It's just, it's normal. So yeah.
That is really helpful, you know. I'm not really sure what I want to do, so that's really helpful to hear, and I'm sure that Bellarmine students will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do some fun questions now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. My first fun question if you could teach any subject here at Bellarmine, you were a Bellarmine professor, what would you teach?
Probably like cooking. Yeah.
Cooking?
Like if there's a culinary class, like cooking skills.
Do you know if there is?
No, but you guys should make one. No, there should, honestly, like, I don't even know if you can get, like, maybe that's culinary school. Yeah. I think that's a separate thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
That's a great idea, though.
Yeah.
You could do, like, a club here.
Oh, that'd be
like
fun.
A cooking club.
Yeah.
They should do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so, too.
My second question for you. Do you think there was a moment that you really knew you enjoyed baking? Was there one specific food that you were like, man, I should pursue this?
I think it's when I started, like, so I also, like, I didn't start off with bread. I started cooking, like, muffins just because it's a lot easier. Yeah. And I think it's when I started cooking muffins in middle school because I would just bring it to, like, my class or, like, Ronald McDonald's, the charity, like, downtown. Mm-hmm. So I think I just really enjoyed doing that because people, like, who doesn't like a baked item? Like, everybody would be so happy, even if it was good or bad. So, yeah. Right. I think, like, definitely in middle school.
Okay. And what was your dream job when you were a kid?
To be a spy.
To be a spy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I actually made, like, a fake spy ID card, and when I got it laminated and everything, and I still have it. It's in my basement, but it had, like, a spy ID and, like, my fingerprint and, like, everything. Yeah, so definitely a spy.
What influenced that?
I don't know. I've always been into, like, Scooby-Doo, which, you know, is kind of mystery. And then I've always loved James Bond.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, I would still be a spy if you guys need spies. So.
Well, I've also heard that you were, like, interested in opening maybe a bakery or, like, a food truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that idea.
Yeah. I just really want to start a business with food. Like, even though I've heard that's, like, one of the hardest industries to get into is the food industry just because obviously everything.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, that is a dream. Like, if I could just build my money up a little bit and then do that on the side, I would love that.
Well, it sounds like you're on the right track.
I hope so.
So, I think we're out of time, but...
Oh, no.
I've really enjoyed every moment, and I think you offered some great advice to Bellarmine students.
Well, thank you.
It's been awesome to hear about your MBA program experience and just being a Bellarmine Knight. So
thank you.
Thanks so
I had
much
so much
for
fun.
Being here. I'd love to have you back. This has been Leighanne Jordan with Knights Media Network. Thanks so much for being here, and make sure to tune in next week.